Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Random Steam Key Unboxing. Today we're doing things a little different. Got the camera up, checking things out, see how that works out. But on to what you're here for, because you're one of my key fans, coming around looking at the random Steam keys that we get here. Let's see what we end up with today. Today we're wearing the Rockstar shirt. So hopefully we get something from Rockstar, but who knows? Alright, so this is what we're buying today. The 10 random Steam CD key. We can get 10% of all keys up for auction contain games. You can see across the top, we already bought it, so we'll go over what we got. Game quality guarantee. 10% of all keys up for auction contain games valued at $9.97 or £9.99 or even more in reference to base Steam prices. Metacritic score and Steam user reviews taken into consideration. Money back guarantee, lowest price, no free games, no DLC, no demo codes. And I have to say, from looking at this one, and I already know what we got, so it's kind of not a surprise to me. I'm pretty impressed with some of the ones we got. Not terribly, but I'm kind of impressed. Some of them were, well, none of them were ones we had, so I'm glad for that. But let's see what we got. So the first thing we got, Particle Mace. Okay, says it's a most unique and interesting overhead shooter on Steam. That's a pretty bold claim to make, saying that you are the most unique and interesting overhead shooter on Steam. It says this critically acclaimed game was inspired by Geometry Wars, Robotron, Asteroids, and many other classic games. To truly succeed in Particle Mace, you must become a master of physics, thrust, and inertia. Alright. And we'll check it out and see what we think. It looks a lot like Omega Race 2. That's another one that maybe come to mind when you were looking at the lane Omega Race. Probably none of you know what that is because that game came out probably before you were born. All right, next game, Star Saviors. I don't know this one. I've never seen it before. Inspired by Karugu, Raiden, and Radiant Silvergun, Saviors brings the best bullet hell experience you can find on Steam. I have a friend who really enjoys these, so well, I've been meaning to try one because he keeps telling me I should. I guess now we're going to have to try one. Play through 18 challenging stages in this ultimate test of tactics and reflexes. It looks like a lot of stuff being shot at us. We'll see how that goes. Alright, next one. The Howler. I'm not really sure why it's called the Howler. Use gravity, tension, and wind currents to get your hot air balloon to its destination, dropping off cargo on your way in this ultra-challenging physics-based game. All art used in the Howler was meticulously created by classically trained, experienced painters. Alright. The backgrounds are decent. I mean, they're really good. But this is like Lunar Lander in the Middle Ages. That's what I'm saying with this. It's almost a year old. But the backgrounds definitely are nice. Oh, there's another, not a hot air balloon. More of a early aircraft. Alright, we'll give it a shot and see what it is. Next we got Marble Mayhem. Fragile Ball. Now, I don't know if you're like me and you've traveled around the country a lot and you stop at those chain gas stations on the highway and you see those ball puzzles where they have the big silver ball in a frame and you get to run it through the frame. I thought this was going to be like that, and it looks a lot like it is, but it also looks like it has so much more to it. So it's this devilishly difficult but insanely rewarding physics puzzler. Play through 85 levels of diverse and ingenious physics-based challenges. If you like Super Monkey Ball, Marble Madness, or Peggle, this is the one for you. It has a number of mixed reviews, 53% positive, so I'm not really sure why it's getting bad reviews. I'm actually kind of curious about that, because a game like this should do quite well. I cannot play this. Well, I don't know where that should be a negative that you can't play it. It is what it is. And I hate that saying. You roll a ball into the thing over and over again. You roll the ball into the thing. Okay, so the repetitiveness. Bad game for $1. Okay, it probably used some patches and buffing up. Horrible level design, difficulty scales, extremely weird. Some levels up in the number 70 can be easier than levels in 20 to 30. Feels that the game is not tested enough. Buggy and glitchy levels. Alright, so there's bugs and looks like some control issues, which may or may not get fixed someday. The game having been out almost 2 years, maybe some of those have been rectified by now. We'll see. Next one we got Labronia 2. Inspired by Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, and the Dragon Quest series, you return to the land of Labronia, now in the cold grip of an evil force. Why does it always have to be a cold grip? Why can't it be a warm grip? Roam the war-torn lands. That's an odd sentence. Roam the war-torn lands. That's the sentence. You are the only one who can save the planet from destruction. Well, then they're out of luck. The epic sequel to the critically acclaimed Labronia. I've never heard of Labronia, so... But it got a lot of very positive reviews. 75%. Hey, you know, I'm not going to knock it till I try it. But it's got some bunch of positive reviews. This is a sequel. I hope I don't have to have played the first one to understand it, because I don't really see myself buying the first one. But 6 people online now playing it, 10 today, 278 at an all-time peak. And with it being 2 years old almost, or a year and a half old, I could see why there's not a whole lot of people playing it anymore. But hey, we're going to give it a shot. Next one, Intergalactic Bubbles. Oh, sounds absolutely dreadful. Blast your way through space in this innovative 3D bubble puzzler. Bounce, bobble, swing, and explode bubbles across the universe. Intergalactic Bubbles advances the classic Match 3 genre into the 21st century with stellar graphics, 3D action, and upgrades. A lot of positives on this one. These are popular. I'd check it out. I mean, 21 people playing it right now, 35 today, and 318 peak. Obviously, this game's doing something right. So we'll check it out, because if it's just that old and people are still playing it, there's something to it. Next one we got Sins of the Demon. Would that be a good thing? Think about it logically. Sins are bad things. So Sins of the Demon would be them doing good things? Would that be like a bad thing for a demon to do would be a good thing? Follow the journey of Kenshi, a wandering demon hunter, and his brother, a demon cat, seeking a way to return to his true form. Well, okay. Can they find a way to end the curse and save Lenistra? How about somebody explain why your demon hunter is not hunting your brother? I have questions. Looks like Pokemon took some serious drugs. And really had some problems with the story. But 8 people playing it right now. 12 people peak today. And 182 all-time peak. So obviously I bet... I'm not really sure why this game got so popular. I can't really understand why people might want to play this game. Not really sure why this game got popular. Don't know what might have lured some people into playing this game. Alright, next one. Fate Tectonics. So Tectonics to me means geographical plates, things of that nature. So maybe we're joining land plates together to make new lands or something. And it sounds like it from the description, which says build up a world piece by piece using the power of godlike fates while keeping them happy enough to avoid world-shattering temper tantrums. Oh my god, it sounds like work, like my job. Keep people happy without having world-shattering temper tantrums. 2 people playing it right now. 4 peak today and 29 all-time. Okay, this is going to suck. All right, next one. Plasma Being. Platformer. You know, it's got some cool backgrounds. Give it that. Is that a rubber duck? I think it's a rubber duck. Take control of Zeb in this puzzle platformer. He is a small energy-based life form from space, known as a plasma being. While journeying through space to his home, Zeb was surprised to find that he was being kidnapped by aliens. He was surprised to find that he was being kidnapped? That doesn't sound right to me, but okay. I'm not here to critique description text. They took him back to their planet and unceremoniously threw him into captivity. Gonna need a little more backstory here. What's he doing now? Is he still there? Did he escape? Are we supposed to escape in this game? And what beings are they? And do they do this normally? Is he by himself? It just leaves me with more questions. The intro to it leaves me with more questions than it provides answers for. But it does have positive reviews, which 91% of the 36 users reviewing it thought it was good. So obviously, if you like puzzle platformers and you're one of the 36 all-time peak users that did bother to review the game, I guess there's 38, so 2 people didn't bother to review it. Then this was their kind of game. They liked this. Hey, it's got trading cards. Speaking of trading cards, I just put all my trading cards up for sale on Steam. So if you're looking for anything, check it out. How do we do this week? Alright, so Particle Mace. I don't know what that weird thing is over in the corner in the picture. Like, I don't know what that is. Video anomaly. Alright, anyway. Tearing. Particle Mace, $9.99. On Steam, it is $1.16 on Kinguin. G2A had it for 42 cents. Alright, so before we start, the Kinguin prices are going to be pretty much null and void at the summary because they did not have 3 of the titles in stock at all. So there was no price listed. So I could not do a comparative on Kinguin. Just know that Kinguin is going to be technically more than what it actually is here because of the fact that 3 of the titles were not available. Everything was available on G2A. Saviors, $1.99, and when I checked, it was not available for sale on Kinguin in the US. There was a Russian key for it, I believe, but there were no sellers that had a US copy of it. I think that's supposed to be 32 cents on G2A. I don't think that's supposed to be 0, so that's probably a mistake. But that's okay. It's not really going to factor in very much in the end anyway. Just know it was under 50 cents. The Howler, $1.99 on Steam, 45 cents on Kinguin, 32 cents on G2A. Fragile Ball, $1.99 on Steam. I could not find it on Kinguin, but I was also looking under the wrong name, so 31 cents on G2A. Labronia RPG 2, $1.99 on Steam, $1.75 on Kinguin, and 23 cents on G2A. Intergalactic Bubbles, $1.99 on Steam, 48 cents on Kinguin, 20 cents on G2A. Sins of the Demon, $1.99 on Steam. $1.05 on Kinguin and 43 cents on G2A, and Splatter was 49 cents on Steam for even a cheaper price than Kinguin had it for $1. And did we even see Splatter? I don't think we saw Splatter. I don't think we did. We did not. Okay, here's our Splatter. I forgot one. Inspired by the Hotline Miami and Resident Evil series, Splatter is a top-down shooter with a film noir single-player campaign. Challenging fights against all kinds of monsters, gory splatter effects, and indestructible level environments. Well, environments look pretty cool. Upgradable weapons. More video. Don't want to watch the video. Alright, anyway. Zombie Apocalypse was 49 cents on Steam, not available on Kinguin, and $3, or excuse me, 43 cents, or wait a minute, I got on the wrong track. 49 cents on Steam, $1 on Kinguin, and 43 cents on G2A. None of those were a good deal. Fate Tectonics. Oh, Tectronics. I keep thinking of printers. $19.99 on Steam. I could not find this on Kinguin at all. And $3.19 on G2A. Plasma Being was $4.99 on Steam, 88 cents on Kinguin, and 64 cents on G2A. So our grand total today for our $5 investment for these 10 Steam keys was $47.40 for Steam, what we would have paid for these. And on Kinguin, $6.77 plus, let's say, another $1.30. So that'd be $8.07. And G2A, our grand total was $6.17. So technically, it was probably $6.50. Let's go $6.50. We saved money? Alright. Just, you know. Realistically, I never would have bought any of these games. I might have bought Saviors, because if I was looking for a cheap bullet hell shooter, I'd have got that one. And I have been. So I'm kind of glad I got that. Because my friend keeps telling me that they're really cool and he likes them and I should try them. So based on that, spending $2 on one of those. If I'm going to spend $2 on it, then that would be a good one to spend $2 on. So you know what? If I spent $4 on the entire thing and got that alone, sure, I got ripped off, but it's plausible that I didn't spend $30 on a game to try it. Out of all these, Splatter looks pretty cool. I probably would have not seen it. The rest of them are debatable. Particle Mace might be cool. I really like that style of game. I would have spent $10 buying that. I have bought that one, but probably wouldn't have wanted to spend $10 on it. I probably would go maybe $4.99 on that one, not $10. So I probably would have put it in my wish list and saved it for later and picked it up. So that's probably what I would have done. But for $4, we didn't do too bad. Comparatively pricing in G2A, if I probably would have been browsing around G2A, which I sometimes do, and I set things at $1 maximum price just to see what's out there. I probably would have seen all these, and most of them based on the thumbnail of the item. I probably would not have looked at any of them. I might have looked at Particle Mace because it did have a really cool thumbnail. Other than that, probably not. Maybe Saviors because it has a long name that's similar to something else, but I would not have looked at Fragile Ball. I would not have looked at the Howler, which may have been a disappointment because the artwork looked really cool. Probably would have not looked at Intergalactic Bubbles, because that sounds like a really horrible disease I don't want to get. Splatter, I probably would have looked at Splatter, but probably would not would have bought Splatter. Mostly because I just don't think I need that kind of game. So it doesn't play well on YouTube, and pretty much those are what I'm focusing on. So that is the haul for this week for these 10 keys. As you can see, our running tab for January so far. Not a bad deal. Now, I don't know if you can see my... Nope. The whole thing went out of focus. I'm going to have to do a little work with the webcam. But I was trying to use it with XSplit, but XSplit wasn't behaving, so it doesn't really like doing web pages. But whatever. I don't care. And I probably need to do a little better positioning of the webcam, because it's not ideally situated. I just thought I'd get it out so you guys could see it, and I wanted to try the color key and the chroma key and see what we could do with that. And I'm also using the Tri-Def background remover, and I wanted to see how that worked out. So those seem to do okay. Not 100%, but you know what? I have a very complex background right now, so it's not ideal. It will be better once I clean it up a little bit. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this key unboxing, and I hope you realize how little investment we actually made and how insignificant the return was from our minor investment. If you are a gambler, I highly suggest you seek professional help and not feed your addiction by buying these, because I do not recommend that anyone purchase any of these. If the number of people watching these videos has actually astonished me, but I know nobody's really making them anymore, but I know people are still buying them because they're still selling them. If I convince anyone that they're wasting their money, then that's probably a good thing. But this was a G2A Steam random key. I don't think I mentioned that at the beginning. G2A.com Steam random key. We did Kinguin last week, and G2A this week, and I think we're going to do G2A next week too, because they had some interesting things that I was looking at in their premiums. So we'll see how that works out for us. But I like to get a good sample size and see what we can get. And there were also some things that some people requested that I try, and we're probably going to do those coming up. I don't have a schedule for those yet, so they're on my list. My list is huge now, but the things that you guys asked me to go try, I do have them saved. Some of them I'm still trying to see the feasibility of it and understand what we're getting into, because I don't want to go into it and not have an answer for what it is we're doing. And some of them are straight out gambling. They're just flat out pay money and pray, and you get nothing, or you get one Steam key for a $10 investment. So they aren't quite the investment for what you're putting into it. One of them I looked at was an offshoot of something somebody sent me. It basically, you have the opportunity to win really big or win really low or win nothing at all. And they're not really clear on that. So I want to have an understanding of how they work before I get into it, so I can explain all of the facets before I make a video about it, so I can tell you my experience was either exactly what you're going to see, or it was just my experience. Anyway, that is it for this G2A.com Steam random Steam key opening. This was a 10x. Yeah, great. Thanks, Microsoft. This was a 10x random Steam key opening. So, anyway, I will catch you guys next week, and we'll do another one, same time, same day. It'll be on Saturday at about noon Eastern Standard Time. That works for me. I'll see you guys there. Have a good week.